Well, here's how to become rich as an Uber driver. In today's video, we are going over some secrets on how drivers make a lot of money. There's so many drivers that are making over $2,000 a week, making over $100,000 a year. So we're gonna go over the top secrets on how to make more money as an Uber driver. Buckle up and let's get started. So, firstly, click the thumbs up button. It does help out a ton. And make sure you're subscribed for more tips and secrets on how to make more money. We even have Rideshare merch, okay? Thumbs up for the Rideshare merch. All right, I'm sitting here, got my morning coffee, got my laptop here with all my notes. We're gonna dive in, so get your notebooks ready. Okay, the number one way that Uber drivers can make more money is by tracking all of your expenses, firstly. Tracking all of your expenses for two reasons. Number one is so you can actually know how much you're making, right? Profit. And number two is for tax season. So you don't owe a lot of money in taxes. This is how you could potentially avoid spending a huge amount of money in taxes if you just track your expenses properly. Now, we do have a partnership with a company called Solo. You may have heard me talk about them before, but this app is essentially the finance app for drivers. So they help you track all of your expenses. They automatically track all of your miles, and they even have a guaranteed pay feature where when you go out and drive, they're gonna guarantee that you make more money, which we'll talk about in a second. So when you sign up with their link below, they're gonna send you 10 bucks, signing up for free, and you as a driver, basically, you're gonna take home, they even estimate you take home $5,000 more a year. Now, you don't need to use Solo. You can track your expenses on your own. You can track all your miles on your own. You can use a Word, Excel sheet, spreadsheet. You can write it all down old school style. The reason you do that is because the IRS has estimated that there's a cost to every mile you put on your car. Well, thankfully, as an Uber driver, you're putting on a lot of miles. So you can use that money as a tax write-off, right? It's not a tax credit. I'm not a CPA, by the way. And secondly, I would recommend is hiring a dang accountant. Hire a dang accountant because they're gonna help you save, hopefully they should help you save more money on your taxes. Probably gonna pay them $200, $300, $400 to do all your taxes and everything. But they could potentially save you thousands because they know all the loopholes, they know all the things. So the other thing I do recommend is setting a schedule. Set a schedule for yourself that works for you. And don't do, oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up at noon and go drive for a few hours. No, wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. If you can, please, I beg you, do the morning early rides because not a lot of drivers are out. You're gonna have a way more safer experience, an easier experience driving people to the airport at 5 a.m. with no traffic. That's way easier than doing rush hour, making $5, $10 a ride. You got people cutting you off, cussing at you, right? I like to do early morning rides when there's not a lot of drivers out there. By the way, this is fake money. This is just for the video, okay? It actually says for motion picture purposes. So don't, I'm not trying to flex on you guys. I'm literally, it's just fake money. I ordered on Amazon for like 10 bucks because I thought it might, get in more people to click the video because these are important things that we all need to discuss. And it's like, I know it is kind of boring, but like, we gotta talk about taxes, right? We gotta talk about how to make more money and save more money. Okay, the second thing, I do really recommend signing up for Play Octopus. Play Octopus is a tablet company and they have recently expanded to basically the entire country at this point. They're really successful. So if you sign up with our link, they're gonna send you a free tablet. Make sure you use our code and all that. And you can start making up to $100 extra a month just for literally installing it. It takes like a minute to install. It's easy. We have videos about it. I'm not gonna get into it, okay? If you sign up for this, that can help you pay for your gas, for the month or whatever, depending on how much you drive. Another thing is do your research. Do your research on your market, your local market. Join a local Facebook group and get interactive in there. Get interactive and look up strategies, see what's working for other people and see what they're doing and see what methods you could potentially adopt. Now, the last two things I wanted to discuss are really important. Number one, we're gonna talk about the type of car you're driving. You want to make sure you're driving a car that gets good gas mileage, that's reliable, but that's not super expensive, because the last thing you want to do is be driving a really expensive car that's going down in value a lot. You want to drive a car that's already depreciated, but it's like a Toyota or a Ford or a Honda, something that's going to last 300,000 miles. You don't want to be fixing up all day long. I have a Ford Escape. I've had it for 5-6 years, and I've maybe spent $1,000 in repairs throughout my whole time of ownership. That's low. You don't want to be stuck in a situation where you spend over $1,000 a year just maintaining a car. And then the last thing we want to talk about is setting a goal, basically a two-part goal of how much money you want to make, and then secondly, what you want to do, what you want to use Uber for. Maybe you want to be an actor. There's actually a guy who used to be on this channel called Jaton Tilbert. He was an Uber driver and a Lyft driver, and he actually made videos on this channel, and now he's a big-time actor, and he bought a house because he made good money. And he used Uber and Lyft for a short period of time while he's doing this and doing acting. And, he's successful now. This is a success story. There's a lot of people who, they use Uber and Lyft in order to do something else. So figure out what that is and use that as your motivation, right? And then the second thing is how much money do you want to make per day? For me, it's like $274 per day, because that's $100,000 a year, right? If you drive every single day. Now, set your goal high, because if you don't hit it, then you can still make a lot of money. So those are, with these strategies, I mean, obviously we could dive a lot more into those, but with these strategies, basically you have all your bases covered, right? You're talking about expenses, tracking your expenses, tracking your gas, the miles you put on your car, your wear and tear in your car depreciation. Obviously, every driver should do that. Know how much you're actually making, right? And number two, make sure you got your taxes under control, either getting a CPA, an accountant, using an app called Solo, which, by the way, $10 you get for free. Signing up below, just try it out. If you want it, you can if you don't want it, you can uninstall it, whatever. Try it out. I use Solo, they're great. And then, using these apps that pay you more money, like Play Octopus, link below, Strive FM. There's a lot of other cool apps that pay you as well. Sweatcoin, we have a link below too as well. Survey Junkie, link below. These ways to make a little bit more money, it all adds up, right? And then your strategy, and then your goal that you have in mind, right? Your goals of what you want to use this to achieve. So hopefully that helps you out a lot. And if you don't, let me know if you have any questions down below. We are very active in the comments. Any questions at all, we reply to you. That's what we like to do. We're education first, entertainment second. We try to keep it a little lighthearted, goofy, but we're serious, we're professional, and we're trying to help you make the most amount of money, set yourself up for success. I used Uber and Lyft to pay off my credit card debt, to pay off my car debt, and I got out of debt, and it really helped change my life and helped me achieve financial freedom, in the sense where it wasn't, all the money coming in, it wasn't just going to pay off credit cards. Now I have other expenses. So thanks for watching, guys. You guys are great, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.